this is John for Oblivion's Endgame, coming at you with a quick reaction to the cinematic trailer for the intro to Dragonflight, the 10.0 expansion that's coming out probably sometime in 2023. This was part of Blizzard's big announcement yesterday from around noontime here in the East Coast of the new expansion Dragonflight, but we're just going to do a short look at the new trailer if you haven't had a chance to see that, reaction to that, and a few quick discussions about some of the things they talk about will be coming in the expansion. The cinematic is actually pretty impressive, but a little bit different tone than some of the previous expansions. Lots of Dargans. Showing the sundering of the Well of Eternity. The dragons heading out to help with the battle against the Legion. Hiding their home. Nothing like waking up from a 10,000-year nap. Stone Man's definitely showing some wear and tear. Looking around. Oh, he ain't getting up. Uh-oh, somebody forgot to turn on the light for Mom and Dad. I love how the land's coming alive as he's taking his steps. Another worn stone body, it just ain't doing nothing. Absolutely gorgeous location. Somebody's important dead. Alright, time to turn this thing back on. Uh-oh. 10,000 years and ain't the only thing struggling. That's quite impressive for something made of stone, just... Oop. Climb that high. Getting some Thor Ragnarok vibes there. Or I guess that might have been Infinity War where he's pushing the collapsed star together. Lights. Uh-oh. Like, well, I did my duty. Saved by Alexstrasza. There's the return of the other aspects. Bronze, blue, green.
Protectors once again. Here, the new age of dragons shall begin.
So a couple of things you got to remember as far as background of the Dragonflight is all of the other aspects, the original aspects, are dead other than Elixtraza, I believe. We killed Malagos in Wrath. Blackwing, obviously. Deathwing, obviously, went nuts and we ended up killing him in Cataclysm. Actually, Nosdurmu. I guess Nosdurmu is still alive. But so only 2 of the 5 original aspects are alive, and then Ysera obviously died in Legion. And then we had the kind of fallout with that during Shadowlands. So, only 2 of the original 5 aspects are alive. They're not immortal anymore, but I believe they also have had problems with having young ones again. And then, obviously, you have the introduction of Wrathion during Cataclysm he was, or I can't remember if he was introduced in Cataclysm and his story was really pushed forward during Mists. And then, obviously, he played a part during Battle for Azeroth. So, lots of stuff going on with the lore. The very thing they showed at the very beginning was the Wall of Eternity rupturing because of the overuse and then Legion coming. So, we're going away from Shadowlands. We're going away from all these different realms. We're not going to Draenor. We're not going to Outland. We're coming back to Azeroth. Now, there were a couple questions they really left unanswered. Who the big bad is, they really didn't explain. How we get there. It's not really the military anymore. It's more of the explorers. And then, there's a lot of other things they're bringing back. They're bringing back the original talent trees or a variant of them. Very similar to how things were in Classic, Burning Crusade, and Wrath. They're making changes to professions. They are making changes to flight in the Dragon Isles themselves. And they are also introducing a new class, I believe that's called the Invoker. It's a Drakthir class. It's kind of like a human dragon hybrid that is either ranged DPS or ranged healer that wears Bale. And there's a lot of other little things that they introduced that we'll cover in some other videos. But overall, they're kind of talking about how they need to go back to Magic's core and the lessons they've learned from the popularity of Classic, that maybe it was time to go back to some of the core ideals of World of Warcraft rather than these far-reaching spans of more and more powerful enemies. But overall, while I don't think it's necessarily a home run, I do think this, if executed correctly, this expansion could be, a nice solid double, after a couple of strikeouts on Wizard's part. So, overall, very impressed with the cinematic. It definitely feels like it has a different tone than Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands. We're more back to the lands we kind of know in Azeroth. Maybe we'll see what the fallout of that Sword and Silithus is. Maybe we'll see, we really don't have a huge idea of what's going on because it really feels like this is only in the early stages of development of what's going on with the expansion. But as far as the cinematic, did tell us a little bit of a story. Their intro cinematics are always obviously gorgeous. But, kind of hard to tell exactly where they're going, but it does feel like a good start for World of Warcraft. So it's kind of my introduction as to a little bit of overview of 10.0 announcement. Probably do a couple more videos over the next several days about talking about more of the specifics, getting a little bit more into detail. But did want to give a little overview of how I thought about the intro video and a little bit what's going on with the new expansion for those of you who haven't had a chance to see what's going on, or those of you who might be viewing this video later. on as, you know, WoW progresses time over time. So this has been John, or Cell, for Oblivion's Ungaming. Hope to see you in the next video.